करो सर. हाँ थम्स अप बताओ. राइट नहीं थम्स अप बताओ.
Hi everyone.
Hello everyone, welcome to the last and the final shift of our Infinity Learn, because NT has finally concluded their examination.
So sir, like it is unbelievable for us that we have conducted throughout from the day one, shift
Yes,
one, sir.
yes.
We have we've been thoroughly disciplined with the timings of these YouTube sessions, and we brought up authentic questions on the internet.
Yes.
And it is the only YouTube channel, guys, where you are getting 100% authentic questions. All the questions that we are discussing are the part of the question papers of the JEE Mains.
And according to Infinity Learn analysis, we are giving almost 95% of accurate question. Only grammatical differences maybe there,
Value
or
can be
option
changed.
maybe A, B, C, D,
Shuffled.
so B, C, A, shuffled like that. But only Infinity Learn by Stitchesina is giving very beautiful questions based upon memories. Maybe they may carry some minor errors. That is very common because it is memory based. And in some cases, the question may not exist, rare cases. So like that, if discussion is done, 95% of the PDF given by us, sir, is going very perfectly and authentically it is going. And we have received lot of love and affection from the student community, sir.
And yeah, sir, I remember last day, sir, last to last day, we got in math, we got, sir, out of 25 questions, 22 questions, authentic questions, sir, along with the options we got. So like our students have really done well, sir, that they have remembered the question. They
Our students means you are speaking about mathematics or generally speaking?
No.
Like you are always appreciating your own subjects, sir.
Students of
mathematics.
And all the YouTube students also, sir, who are with us, they are all commendable. They throughout watched the series. They continued giving us support. And yeah, definitely we as a team of Sri Chaitanya and Infinity Learn, we have also put a lot of efforts in gathering the questions, standing outside the centers, taking the experiences from the students, and yeah, giving that wisdom to you all.
See that comment, what student is saying. Math paper was quite lengthy, I feel.
Yeah, so this is last day, sir. So definitely the paper level has to be up. And mathematics from the last 2 shifts, I observed that the paper is going lengthy, so we can put this paper.
Sir, mathematics will obviously be lengthy, sir. Because in 1 step, 2 step, you are not going to get the answer.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't mean that chemistry is very easy at any given point of time.
But yes, sir, I have taken the interviews of various toppers. So you used to say they complete the chemistry in around 30 to 40 minutes, and whatever the time they save, they actually spend that time in mathematics section.
So that means chemistry is helping mathematics to grow, sir.
Absolutely, sir. So if you are good in chemistry, definitely you will be good in math also then.
Yes.
Because they will be complementing by saving the time.
And physics is in some different world. Always to students, and always physics they will having, either the students love physics or in one side they are just normal to average in physics. That is my observation. But other side I have seen always students will have more bent towards mathematics and chemistry.
Absolutely.
But physics, either they will be top affection or it will be normal. And sir, what do you give suggestion to about advance?
Okay, so Astik is saying, I just finished the paper and I didn't even reach. So what was our experience, Astik? You can please share. How was the math section? How was the chemistry?
And dear students, I think Akshay sir, advanced examination is coming because every student is now focused towards advanced, because seriously, very less number of time is there. So fast in chemistry, I'll tell what you have to do if you are preparing for advanced examination. So 3 points only I will tell you. Point number 1 is solve lot of multiple choices. Point number 2, solve lot of multiple choices. Point number 3, also solve lot of MCQs. And point number 4 is whichever concept you are getting stuck or doubt, that concept only you revise from textbook. Otherwise, avoid revision, sir, because this is not a time to revise, sir. How can they revise? Tell me. May 18th is the examination, sir, and you know this hardly 30 days time is there. 30 days means average max how many chapters you are having, sir, in JEE syllabus total approximately?
So round about 11th and 12th, if I combine all the units, sir, so it will be around 20 to 22
20
chapters.
to physics, any idea, sir?
Yeah, it will be similar.
Same,
Sir.
so chemistry 30.
Okay.
So average if you take like 80 chapters are there, max physics, chemistry. That means per day, they can hardly revise 3 chapters.
Absolutely.
Correct, sir? One maths they can solve, one physics they can solve, one chemistry they can solve per day if they are consistent. Therefore, and after reading, when they will solve. Am I right, sir?
Absolutely.
So one multiple choice solving will take like 2 minutes for them. So hardly I think more than 2 minutes. Max physics will take a lot of time.
It can
So
take 5
hence,
minutes also.
hence dear students, I recommend that in chemistry, I am not talking about maths and physics. Maths and physics, you follow maths and physics, sir, only. But in chemistry point of view, first to start solving MCQs directly. And whichever chapter you are not doing well MCQs, some chapters are there where you are not doing proper MCQs, you are doing many wrong, errors are coming more, then understand that that chapter you are not good. And that chapter you keep it on hold. And then go for second chapter, then third, fourth, and all the chapters where you are very weak and you feel that you have not solved good MCQs, those chapters only you revise and again reattempt the MCQs on that. Only that part I can suggest, because reading is not advisable. You have to become champion of solving. Because when you solve, what is going to happen is you are going to get a variety of models in front of you. Different models, diagrammatic based models, equation based models, theoretical based models, exception based models, multiple matching based models, multi-concept models, different models will approach in front of you.
Sir.
So I strongly recommend MCQs, you catch any one book, and those are Infinity Learn students, or Infinity Learn modules are excellent, exceptional, you solve them. But if you feel that is completed, then you can go for some other book and then you can proceed.
Absolutely, sir. So we got the review from the student, sir, who has just appeared for this paper, and they are saying that math was lengthy, and yeah, physics and chemistry. So some of the students, they find the paper was easier. And yeah, my dear students, this is the last day. So we'll more focus on how to go for actually the advanced preparation. And if you were not able to score good in the JEE Mains, what is the best possible rank? What is the best possible percentile that can be obtained with the help of the marks that you have obtained. So basically we have a rank predictor model of Infinity Learn. I'll share the link of that.
Please share the link of the rank predictor.
Yeah, so that rank predictor, guys, will be helping you out to predict your rank, as well as it will help you to generate the list of the colleges in which you are eligible. Either you're not eligible for NIT or IIT, then also they will be showing you the regional institutes which are best, and that will be obtained with the help of the marks that you have got. So I request everyone to use that rank predictor model, and that will help you to actually get the good predictions of the colleges, as well as the rank, as well as the
And another thing, students, last year many students have applied on a rank predictor, and almost nearby they have got the same. So our rank predictor is very good and it predicts good rank. And another thing, dear students,
that means the prediction of the rank predictor.
You can log into our website Infinity Learn, okay, and on our Infinity Learn website we are having different courses where you can view, because I can see here some first year students are also coming here.
11th.
And yeah, 11th grade are coming and questioning different statements are giving. So grade 11 students, if you want to join our courses, you can just log into infinitylearn.com and just you can access and check the website, and you can your phone number is available where you can call our telecaller and take help and support. Mail is there, phone is there, WhatsApp is there, chat is there. You can just take our help and join our course. And I would like to inform all the students that the students who have written Infinity Learn, who have taken coaching from Infinity Learn, we have got approximately 28 or 27, 99.9 percentile students we have got.
Absolutely.
That is excellent news, because there are very less colleges where in a single campus, in a same single campus, where many students get 99.9 percentile. Here at Infinity Learn we have got lot of 99.9 percentiles we have got. Okay, so Akshay sir,
questions, sir.
Yeah, we have got. So dear students, I am coming back with chemistry questions. Everybody be ready, right?
All right.
Yes, continue, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, we have got the set of the questions. First of all, we'll have a discussion over the chemistry questions. Meanwhile, we got the review from the students also as well, that the students are saying physics and chemistry section was actually moderate. And yeah, absolutely, the math, I would say the students find it was lengthy. The questions are doable, students are able to solve those questions, but yeah, they are finding difficulty in completing the questions in the given time. So if I say that the math question should be completed in like it should be completed 70 to 75 minutes within that period. So basically students are taking more time So let's say one of the students, I got the experience from him, he told that maths was completed in 90 minutes. Although the questions were doable, he was able to solve all the questions. Didn't find any question to be difficult, but yeah, it is taking more time. So almost 50% of the time math section is consuming. That's how the paper level gets increased, okay. So how was the paper, Vedant? I would say this was the last shift. All the students already have got the experience of writing the JEE Mains because they have gone through all the shifts. So all the students who have appeared for this last shift, obviously they have to face a paper little bit of the higher level. It becomes very difficult to get 300 out of 300 score in the last few shifts. And yeah, that's why the students generally say that the paper was tough. But you need not to worry if you are writing the paper in this shift. So it is moderate for everyone, not only for you, it will be moderate for everyone, all the people who will be sitting to write the examination in that shift. So here percentile matters, not the score. Basically, if it is difficult to get 300 out of 300 for you, it is actually difficult for every student to get 300 out of 300. So we have with us Suresh sir. Suresh sir will have a discussion over the set of the chemistry questions that we have got in today's attempt. So stay tuned everyone, and we will be discussing the next set of the questions in the math and physics also. All right, sir. So welcome, sir. So
Hi,
how
sir.
did you find the chemistry section?
Hi
sir?
students. So chemistry session is very good, sir. Questions are moderate and it is encouraging as well.
All right.
And it's well balanced.
Yeah, students also, one of the student, Ajit told sir, the chemistry and physics section is coming moderate.
Moderately, yeah.
We cannot put the chemistry section into a easier one. This time, the students are actually feeling the chemistry is moderate. Sir, you can have the set of the discussion with the
Yeah.
students.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
So what to chemistry here? Hi students. How did you feel today's examination paper? So the last session of JEE examination. So how do you feel? It is moderate or difficult or easy? Just mention in the chat box. Dear students, here we have the first question about these quantum numbers. So this is all about the analysis. You have some basic concepts of chemistry, structure of atom, redox reactions, chemical equilibrium, ionic equilibrium. You see, well set and it is well balanced. The most expected questions you are going to see from this general organic chemistry, 6.8%, and coordination compound 7.2% analysis, quick analysis from the Infinity Learn. So here 5.2, some basic concepts of chemistry, mole concept and everything. And you can see carbonyl compounds and amines you have together more than 10 and 11%, right? Vedant, hey. And how is the paper? Paper is moderate, and I say it is little easy as compared to the other sessions. So you mentioned in the chat box how you performed in the examination, right? My dear students, let's see the first question. Consider the last electron of element having atomic number 9. Who is atomic number 9? Is going to be fluorine. So let's write the electronic configuration of fluorine. It is going to be 1s2, 2s2, and 2px, py, and pz. So it is going to be 2, 2, 1. So this is the last electron of this fluorine electron configuration. इसके लिए आपका n is equal to 2 and L is equal to 1. So correct option. So sum of the total number of nodes. Total number of nodes is equal to sum of spherical nodes and angular nodes. That is going to be n minus 1. It is going to be 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So it is correct, right? And also you can see n is equal to 2, L is equal to 0 is given, but I got L is equal to 1. So I want to confirm this option 2 is wrong. Question was little different. What was that, Vedant? And the last electron enters in the 2s subshell. You can see the last electron enters into the 2p subshell, not in the 2s subshell. Therefore, this statement is also wrong statement. I can say that. And there are 5 electrons with L equal to 2, L equal to 0. L equal to 0 means it is supposed to be S subshell. So S subshell, I got 2 electrons, I got 2 electrons. Total 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, but not 5. So this is also wrong statement. I got the first statement is going to be the correct. So for this question, 1 is the answer for this question. Swastik. Yes, of course, this is going to be a question from the quantum numbers. So in the atomic structure, based on the quantum numbers, we got almost very good number of questions in this JEE Mains examination. आगे आपका JEE Advanced भी आना चाहिए. So from there also we are going to have various courses and various classes from this Infinity Learn YouTube channel, and please do subscribe and get ready for your JEE Advanced preparation. Yeah, Rajkumar, it was 5 electron in M is equal to plus 2 by 2, plus 1 by 2, or plus 2 to minus 2. Okay, anyways, you can see the next question. Which of the following has sp3d2 hybridization? In order to have sp3d2 hybridization, you should have steric number 6. But here cleverly you can see steric number 4 is given, which is not correct. Steric number 4 is given, which is not correct. Steric number 4 is given, which is not logically correct. If coordination number 6 is given, we have to check whether it is a strong field ligand or a weak field ligand. But here, if you use the coordination number 4, there is no meaning of applying your valence bond theory to find the hybridization. When you talk about the SF6, it is going to be coordination number 6 or steric number 6. It is supposed to be SF6 is the answer for this question. You can see it is an octahedral geometry. Sulfur hexafluoride is a well-known example for every student, is all about SF6, F and F and F. It is octahedral. And it is super stable due to its symmetrical structure. है ना? Yes. Yeah, कुछ tips दे लिए advanced के लिए. Vishnu Bharadwaj, definitely stay tuned for the advanced examination. We are going to run a special channel for this in the Infinity Learn YouTube channel. Stay tuned. There we are going to conduct various JEE classes and various simple tricks and an organized way. So stay tuned. It is there in the description box. So let us see आगे बढ़ते हैं. और एक क्वेश्चन है आपके लिए. Atomic number of the element with lowest first ionization enthalpy. So periodic table में ionization enthalpy सबसे कम कौन सा element के लिए होगा? So across the period and down the group. So across the period ionization energy increases and down the group ionization energy decreases. So सबसे कम वाला है alkali metal का. So group 1 or the alkali metal, they are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. If you check their atomic numbers 3, 11, 19, 37, 55 and 87 comes. So simply add magic numbers. So 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, you can add. You are going to see whether you see 32 is not correlating here. So this is not the answer. And 19 is correlating, okay. And 35 is not correlating and 87 is correlating. Among 19 and 87, ionization energy decreases down the group. So that I would say answer option 4, atomic number 18 related to francium is going to be the element with least ionization energy. Yes, it is. D maybe don't say. Okay, Swastik Sharma, it is going to be D but not B. So this is a cheating here. 19, everybody looking at 19, you can claim it is potassium, but you have to track the atomic number. सबसे कम कौन होगा? Francium हो सकता है. It is a question related to periodic classification. Of course, you can claim this from the S block elements. Of course, it is related to periodic table. In the yesterday session also, we had a question based on this ionization energies and electron negativities, electron affinities order, right? 18 is a noble gas configuration. Yes, of course, argon आना चाहिए, but 18 उसमें नहीं दिया. Argon का noble gas सबसे ज़्यादा होता है. So in the entire periodic table, the lowest first ionization energy is for group 1 elements. They are alkali metals, and the elements with the highest first ionization energy is going to be noble gases, that helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. So these are the elements, and the lowest ionization energy is going to be lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. Down the group, ionization energy decreases, across the period ionization energy is going to be increased. Okay, let's see one more question here. Find the IUPAC name of this. So for every session of the JEE examination, one structure based on the IUPAC name is going to be given. It is a cyclic structure where you got a double bond, an ethyl group and a hydroxy group. So as it is a hydroxy group is a functional group, so this is the carbon should be given the first number and it should be followed by the double bond. So double bond should be given priority, and 3, 4 and 5. This is a cyclopentene. So I just want to give you a simple trick to make you to be clear, to avoid confusion. आगे आप advanced examination में इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. Whenever you are tracking your IUPAC nomenclature, always gives the priority for the functional group. Then you have to give the multiple bond. In that multiple bond, double bond should be given priority, then the triple bond should be given priority, then the substituent should be given priority, then the alphabetization should be given the least priority. So talking about this name, so that is going to be cyclopent. So 4-ethyl cyclopent, 2N and 1 alcohol. So this is the overall picture about the IUPAC name of this small structure. So I'll be back after some time after gathering memory based questions. So our mathematics teacher is waiting for you. So how is the mathematics session, sir?
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to the session.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. The session is just like all other sessions. Today is the last session. I think most of the students are excited to know about the analysis even, and mostly in couple of days, maybe tomorrow, we are going to provide the generalized analysis of all the 9 question papers what are held in JEE Main.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And coming to today's paper, we shall give certain questions.
Take care. I'll be back. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you. Yeah, dear students, coming to today's paper, I can say, yeah. So math questions, these are some standard questions. You see, the number of rational terms in the binomial expansion of this. It's a very standard question. There is a shortcut even for this. Confirm the bases are prime numbers and the powers are 1 by 2, 1 by 8. What is the shortcut, dear students, for this? Divide the power 1016, yeah, then divided by LCM of 2 and 8 is 8, step. Then, so 2 as well as 8 both divide 1016. So at least one of them divides, we just add +1, otherwise no need to add. So you just compute, dear students, 8, 1. So this is 21 means 8 2s are 61, 56, yeah, 127. Let me repeat, 8 1s, that is 21, 8 2s are 16, 56, 8 7 plus 1. So it is going to give 128. So number of rational terms in this binomial expansion is going to be 128, dear students. Perfect. 128 is the right answer, B. Very good, very good, very good. Next, you see, this is also very familiar question. Model, you see 1 power 1 plus 1 power 4 plus this is given. You need to find alpha by beta. Yeah. Here, dear students, you just consider this beta part. You just take 1 by 2 power 4 common, so that you will get 1 by 1 power 4 plus 1 by 2 power 4 plus 1 by 3 power 4 plus 1 by 4 power 4 and so on will be given, which is nothing but beta. Now, in this, dear students, if you take only 1, 3, 5 kind of, that is nothing but alpha, 2, 4, 6, that is nothing but beta. So, this is 1 by 16 into alpha plus beta is beta. That means alpha plus beta is going to be 16 beta, that is alpha is 15 beta, alpha by beta is 15. That's it. In this question he is asking alpha by beta. Okay, so alpha by beta is going to be 15. 15 is the right answer. Simple question. Here you no need to use pi square by 90. It's a simple alignment related question, dear students. Next, you see this question, there are standard question from 3D geometry. Two lines are given having shortest distance 1 by root 6. Whereas lambda 1, lambda 2 are the values of lambda, then the radius of the circle passing through these 3 points. It's very simple. You see, so two lines, maybe skew lines. The first line related point is 1, 2, 3. Second line lambda 3, 4. Okay, what is the shortcut for shortest distance? This is, you can say box AC bar B bar D bar by magnitude of B cross D is the formula for shortest distance. That is determinant of, you can write lambda minus 1, 3 minus 2 is 1, 4 minus 3 is 1, B bar, the DRs of the first line 2, 3, 4, DRs of second line 3, 4, 5. This let us first try to find. This is going to be lambda minus 1 into, you see 15 minus 16 is minus 1, minus 1 into 10 minus 12 which is minus 2 plus 1 into, you can say 8 minus 9 minus 1. Coming to this formula, dear students, box of this, that is 1 minus lambda plus 2, this is minus 1, by root of these three numbers will give you magnitude of B cross D, 1 square plus 2 square plus 1 square. But this is given in the problem as 1 by root 6. So these two got cancelled. So you can say magnitude of, that means modulus of 2 minus lambda is 1. Lambda must be 1 or minus 3. Sorry, minus 1 I mean to say. So dear students, here this is going to be, so lambda must be 1 or 3. Okay, right. Lambda must be 1 or 3. So both are fine. So now he is asking us lambda 1, lambda 2 in the sense 1 comma 3. Now with the help of this you can say these three numbers 0, 0, 1 comma 3, 3 comma 1. There is a circle passing through these 3 points. Now you have to find radius of the circle passing through these 3 points. Anyhow it is passing through 0, 0. Let me take the circle like x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy equal to 0, because anyhow it is passing through 0, 0, c will become 0. Now substitute 1 comma 3, this becomes 10 plus 2g plus 6f is equal to 0. So you can say g plus 3f is equal to minus 5. In the same way, if you substitute 3 comma 1, you will get 3g plus f is equal to minus 5. So just try to solve. You multiply this with 3, this becomes 9g plus 3f is minus 15. If you just subtract, you will get 8g is equal to 10. So g is going to be minus 5 by 4. Even you will get f is minus 5 by 4. What is the radius of this circle? Root of g square, that is 25 by 16, plus f square is also 25 by 16. So which is 5 root 2 by 4 is going to be the radius. That's all. These are two questions which are skew lines, you can say combination of two questions. You need to find, yeah, right. So dear students, you need to find lambda value, then you got two values for lambda 1, lambda 2, form the circle equation and take the radius. Next physics question. So sir is waiting for you. Hi sir, Aniruddha
Hello,
sir. Hi.
Thank you, sir.
Yes sir. Sir will be discussing physics part.
Yes,
sir. So Mike sir. Yeah. So how is today's paper, sir?
So far we have got a few questions, and it's again like all the shifts, I will say, this time has maintained the level.
Okay.
It's not like January time, one paper is very tough, one paper very easy. So most of the cutoffs will roughly say, at least from physics point of view, roughly stay close by, sir. It's
Okay,
moderate
sir.
level paper.
Fine, fine, okay. Fine, dear students. Catch you with few more questions in math. Okay, sir,
Thank
please
you, thank you,
continue.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have a few physics questions, more are coming in as we talk about it. All right, chalo, let's start with this question. This is a simple semiconductors question with diode, but this is a question that can confuse you because here they are asking for, in case you cannot see it here, 1 second. In case you cannot see it, here you are asking, you have been asked the output voltage with respect to the ground. Okay, this side you have the ground. You want the output voltage across this. Now, this ground is obviously 0. You want the voltage at this point. That's your answer. How will you do it? You have not been provided with the resistance value here. You have just been given that this is plus 5 volt. This point is plus 5 volt. There's a diode D1, there's a diode D2 here. This is your setup. This is very, very simple. Rohit has gone for option 3. How are we going to do this? Basically, over here, no matter, you don't care what the potential here is, you know for a fact that the potential here will be greater than 0. That's confirmed because obviously there's a potential drop, but drop will not be so much that it will take it below 0. So obviously there's going to be a potential drop, but you see, this is going to stay, this is going to create a forward bias. This diode would be in forward bias, meaning this diode is conducting. Now obviously you might think, okay, if it's a silicon diode, germanium diode based on that 0.7 volt, 0.3 volt forward bias voltage, you don't have to think because we don't have that in the option, no mention of silicon germanium. Which means this diode is purely conducting, which means you can forget that the diode exists. If the diode does not exist, if it's a continuous wire, if this point is at 0 volts and there's a continuous wire that connects it to this point, you know that point also has to be at 0 volts because there is no circuit element that can alter the potential. Okay, so the answer is option 1, it is going to be 0 volts. Alright, yes, Rohit, 0 hoga, got it? Chalo, we'll move. This is slightly tricky. This is a question which many students will waste time overthinking. They'll try to assume, I'll tell you which way many students will go for. They will think that, okay, over here, let's do point potential method. Let's apply Kirchhoff's first law, try to get potential, and it will unnecessarily complicate it for you. Okay? Chalo, let's move to the next one. Simple, easy question. Q is x to the power minus 2, y to the power 3 by 2, z to the power minus 2 by 5. Fractional errors of x, y and z are x is 0.1, y is 0.2, z is 0.5. What is the fractional error in Q? Direct normal coefficient multiplication with the fractional error, with the percentage error. Is that direct? That's simple. Okay? So just plug it in, you know your fractional error in Q. It's just going to be whatever is the power, the magnitude of the power. So 2 times of fractional error in x plus 3 by 2, that's the power of y. So 3 by 2 times of fractional error in y plus 2 by 5, the fractional error in z. I don't care about negative signs. I'm only dealing with magnitude because I'm talking about the maximum. Okay? I'm only dealing with the maximum, so I don't care about the negative values. Only the power's magnitude matters to me. Now already this 0.1 is already given as the fractional error. Okay, that is not x value, that's fractional error in x, which means this entire quantity's value is 0.1. This entire quantity's value is 0.2 and this entire quantity's value is 0.5. So plug them in as you need. 2 times of 0.1 plus 3 by 2 times of 0.2 plus 2 by 5 times of 0.5. This is 0.1, 0.1, there it is anyway, so 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.2, which is just going to be 0.7. I believe the answer was given in terms of 10 to the power minus 1. Yes, 0.7 aega, correct Swastik. Rohit, Tennyson, yes. 0.7, yes, correct. Okay? Chalo, let's move to another question. in physics. What is the pressure ratio? Pressure ratio means initial pressure by final pressure. What is the pressure ratio if the initial volume is 1/8 times the final volume in an adiabatic process with gamma value 5/3? So in this case, just apply the adiabatic process formula, PV to the power gamma. That's it. Just PV to the power gamma. Plug it in. एक negative है, कोई बात नहीं. How many of you gave the exam today? How many of you gave the exam today? Tell me, is this question confirmed? 2 आया था शायद. Okay, all right. We'll check. So I know P1 V1 to the power gamma is equal to P2 V2 to the power gamma. I am looking for P1 over P2. P1 over P2 is V2 over V1 to the power gamma. It is given initial volume is 1/8 times the final volume, meaning V1 is 1/8 of V2. So V2 by V1 would be equal to 8. So that's 8 to the power gamma is 5/3. 8 to the power 1/3 is 2. Cube root of 8 is 2. 2 to the power 5. The answer comes out to be 32. Was just asked P2 by P1 or P1 by P2? 32, it came 32. I mean, you could be asked P2 by P1, 1/32, but I don't think that is the answer because most probably this is integer type. Then you would get 32. Okay? Alright, so I think after that we have, yes, this is chemistry, acidic and basic. So, Anjali ma'am, here you go, please.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hi.
Take over, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
It's beyond
Yes, sir,
me now.
definitely. Thank you, sir. So just first thing first, I just want to know how you guys have done the paper. What do you think about chemistry? How was chemistry for you guys this time? Last paper, last session. Yes, definitely. This question is a very repeated question, I would say. In JAN exam also you see this similar type of questions. Acidic base is very, very common, guys, right? As you guys already know now. Yes, easy. That's good, right? Chemistry, I think physics or maths se thoda easy aata hai hamesha. I think thoda moderate gaya tha, but till now, whatever questions that I have seen, they were pretty easy, I believe. Right? So let's go to this question. Let us see what it's talking about. The first statement says that the H2SE is more acidic than H2TE, right? We are talking about selenium, we are talking about tellurium. So, and the second statement says that H2SE has higher bond association enthalpy. So what do you guys think, what was the answer for this one? I just want to know first from you guys, and then we are going to jump towards the answer. What do you guys think was the answer for this one? What did you guys put the answer as? Anyone? One? Okay, all right. The first statement is true, second statement's false, is most of you are saying, or either both the statement is true. Okay, all right. Let's look at the question, guys. So when we are talking about the acidic nature, usually you will see we are talking about who can give the H plus ion more easily, right? So if we look at the two, selenium and tellurium over here, right? So we have to talk about the bond association energy first. If the bond association energy between the selenium or tellurium and hydrogen is very tight, right? If the bond association energy is very high, that means it will not give us H plus ion easily. Okay? तो आप देख सकते हैं इसके अंदर हमें बॉन्ड डिसोसिएशन एनर्जी का पता होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. जब हम बॉन्ड डिसोसिएशन एनर्जी की बात करते हैं तो उसके अंदर हम साइज की भी बात करेंगे. और अगर मैं सेलेनियम और टोल्यूरियम को देखूं तो दोनों एक ही ग्रुप में लाई करते हैं, isn't it? तो एक ग्रुप में मतलब ऑक्सीजन फैमिली से है और आपको पता है ओल्ड स्टाइल से टी-पो, राइट? आई होप सारे एलिमेंट्स का आपको एग्जैक्टली पता रहेगा. दैट्स ओके सुहास, नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल, राइट? Old style से टी-पो, this is in Hindi. If anybody wants to have any other you can say mnemonic, you can try it out. So as you can see, selenium and tellurium के बीच में tellurium is bigger in size. अगर वो बिगर इन साइज है एंड सेलेनियम इज स्मॉलर इन साइज तो वो हाइड्रोजन को मोर प्रॉपर्ली होल्ड करके रखेगा. अगर वो मोर प्रॉपर्ली होल्ड करके रखेगा तो उसकी वजह से क्या होगा, वो हाइड्रोजन इजीली नहीं देगा, राइट. अगर हाइड्रोजन नहीं देगा तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि वो मोर एसिडिक नहीं होगा, वो लेस एसिडिक हो जाएगा, राइट. ओके, तो इसका मतलब बॉन्ड डिसोसिएशन एनर्जी इज गोइंग टू बी इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू साइज. जिसका साइज ज्यादा उसकी बॉन्ड डिसोसिएशन एनर्जी कम. इसी हिसाब से आप सेकंड स्टेटमेंट को भी देखेंगे. सेकंड स्टेटमेंट सेज दैट सेलेनियम हैज हायर बॉन्ड डिसोसिएशन एनर्जी, राइट, व्हिच इज एब्सोल्युटली राइट. सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज रॉन्ग एंड सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट, इजंट इट. सो आंसर क्या हो जाएगा हमारा, फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू एंड सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज first statement is false and statement 2 is correct. So answer for this is 2. Okay, all right, so let's see what question do we have next. I think the next question is going to be for, we'll wait around, let's see. Okay, so this was just one question that we had. All right, how many of you had done it correctly? Answer 2 hai Rajkumar, answer is 2. Statement 1 is false, statement 2 is true. So ये question तो आपने पहले भी देखा होगा, कोई बात नहीं, that is okay, not a problem. But ये question guys काफी repeated question है. Acid base is something that you should always be aware of, भले ही वो organic में हो, inorganic में आता हो, right, and physical as well. राइट उसमें तो और कैलकुलेशंस करके करना है, बट इसके अंदर हमें बेसिक जनरल प्रॉपर्टीज के थ्रू करना है. ओके, ग्रेट ग्रेट गाइस, ग्रेट. ओके, ऑल राइट. yes, I am. We are going to have another question. I'm just waiting for the next question. Let's see what are we going to have. Other than that, I would just want to find out from you guys any other question that you feel has been difficult. If you have seen a question that you found it difficult, either from organic, inorganic, or physical, if you want to ask anything regarding that. Organic questions had been a little difficult this time. Lasine test, okay, all right. We are definitely going to put in all these questions. Don't worry, guys. We will see. I'm sorry, Mohit. We are just putting on the next question. Until then, I'm just wanted to ask from you guys how the paper was in chemistry, particularly. What do you find difficult? What do you find easier? I know we are going to have the next question. Physical is lengthy. Calculative as usual, for sure, that will be there. Okay, all right. Okay, next question. Yes, we are going to have a next question. Just wait for a while, guys. We are going to solve a lot of questions, of course, as maximum as possible. Till now, I think we have seen most of the inorganic chemistry questions only. Yes, Vedant, yes, of course. I am also waiting for the next question. Just hold on a second. Other than that, that's what I am asking for you guys. We are going to get ahead with a lot of questions, and we are going to see how the next questions are. Yes. Okay, all right. Now we have Akshay sir, right? So he can have a next question.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
So hi everyone, we are back with the math question. So already we have a discussion over 2 questions or 3 questions. Now we are going to discuss the next set of the questions from the math. And how many of you have recently attempted in this particular shift? आप में से कितने बच्चे ऐसे हैं चैट सेक्शन में बताओ जिन्होंने अटेम्प्ट किया है? अच्छा, ये क्वेश्चन देखने को मिला था क्या आपको? Tell me. Probability of event A they have given, and what they have given, probability of event A, this is 0.7. Event B probability, that is 0.4, 0.7, this is 0.4. A intersection B bar they have given. A intersection B bar, okay, or B complement. So that is given to you as 0.5. and what they are looking for, find the probability of this outcome. अच्छा, इसकी वैल्यू आपको निकालनी है बच्चों. तो ये है B स्लैश A यूनियन B बार. तो ये क्वेश्चन आपको देखने को मिला था वहां पे. Did you find this question? What you say? बताओ बच्चों. Did you find this question? Okay. So if you find this question, guys, first of all, what will be the probability of B bar? You tell me. So probability of B bar will become 0.6 because 1 minus 0.4 आपको करना होगा. अच्छा, अगर आप A यूनियन B बार को इवेल्युएट करना चाहते हैं, जैसे ना A यूनियन B बार यहाँ लिखा हुआ है बच्चों. If you want to evaluate its value, so probability of A, then probability of B bar, then it will be subtracted with probability of A intersection B bar. A intersection B bar value I already have, that is 0.5. A value also I have already have 0.7. B bar value is 0.6, guys. This value is 0.5. 0.6 and 0.7 added together. So this will produce the result 1.3, guys. 1.3 minus 0.5. So it will be 0.8. So I have the value of the denominator, guys. Is it clear to everyone how we got this value? If this is clear to you, then I think the question belongs to the condition probability. Okay, so B slash A union B bar they are looking for. So you have to write B intersection A union B bar, okay, and then whole divided by probability of A union B bar. This probability of A union B bar denominator part you already know, that is 0.8. So its value you'll directly put 0.8. Now let's talk about the numerator. In the numerator, guys, we can apply the distributive law if you want. So B has to be taken intersection with A union B bar. देखो, B has to be taken intersection with A union B bar. So you can write B intersection A. All right, guys. And then you can write B intersection B bar. And there is a union in between. Now you tell me, guys, did you find anything common between B and B bar? कुछ भी B और B bar में common हो सकता है क्या बच्चों? नहीं, B और B bar में कुछ भी common नहीं होगा. So this set is empty set. So we are left with only B intersection है. तो ultimately जो numerator part है ना बच्चों, that will be A intersection B or B intersection A, and this has to be divided by 0.8. अच्छा, is it possible to get A intersection B from this question? A intersection B, is it possible to get? जल्दी से बताओ. A intersection B. अच्छा, A union B तो आपको दिया हुआ है. A intersection B मिल सकता है? Can you get that number? All right. तो अब हम एक काम करते हैं, A intersection B निकालना है तो क्या करेंगे? देखो, जैसे ना बच्चों ये A सेट है, ये B सेट है. All right. A में पूरी प्रोबेबिलिटी जो है ना बच्चे, that is 0.7. Complete A is 0.7. Complete A. ठीक है बच्चों. A intersection B बार, तो ये A का कॉमन ले रहे हो आप B के कॉम्प्लीमेंट के साथ. So this is A minus B region. So इस रीजन की जो प्रोबेबिलिटी आपको दी है, that is 0.5. तो ये जो कॉमन पार्ट होगा बच्चे, that will have the probability 0.2, because 0.5 and 0.2 मिलकर 0.7 बन रहा है ना. So here you will just write 0.2 divided by 0.8. So here you will be able to get 1 by 4. बच्चों समझ में आया how we got the answer to this question? अच्छा, नहीं करे इस सेशन को लाइक? अरे ऐसा मत करो, सेशन को लाइक तो करो, बिकॉज वी विल बी एज अ टीम वी विल बी फीलिंग मोटिवेटेड अगर आप ऐसा करेंगे तो. ओके, सो आई होप गाइज. सर ये अलग अलग टीचर्स क्यों आ रहे हैं? 3 टीचर्स भी करा सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो अगर आपको पसंद नहीं आ रहा तो कोई बात नहीं. किसकी शक्ल पसंद नहीं आ रही आपको? ऐसा मत करो बच्चों, है ना. आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव होना चाहिए क्वेश्चंस को यहाँ पर सॉल्व होते हुए देखना. ऑल राइट. So आप बिलीव नहीं करोगे, we are putting a lot of efforts in bringing the questions from the students, typing those questions, bringing in front of you and then coming in front of you. ठीक है. अच्छा, मेरी शक्ल पसंद नहीं आ रही तो ठीक है वंश, कोई बात नहीं. ठीक है, अगर ऐसा है तो कोई बात नहीं. चलो, let's talk about this question. So there are 12 points in a plane in which 5 are collinear. Okay, such that no 3 of them are in the straight line. इसके अलावा जो points है, देखो 5 तो straight line में है क्योंकि collinear है. इसके अलावा जो पॉइंट्स हैं वो स्ट्रेट लाइन में नहीं है. देन द नंबर ऑफ ट्रायंगल्स दैट कैन बी फॉर्म्ड फ्रॉम द 3 वर्टिसेस फ्रॉम दोस 12 पॉइंट्स. इन 12 पॉइंट से कितने ट्रायंगल्स बन सकते हैं? सो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ओके, तो वन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट इज सेइंग, ओके वंश, नो ऑफेंस, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, तुम बच्चे हो मेरे, कुछ भी बोल सकते हो. और दूसरी बात ये है बच्चों कि ना जैसे जैसे क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं ना, कभी एक मैथ का क्वेश्चन आ गया तो वी आर टेकिंग मैथ क्वेश्चन, है ना, कोई फिजिक्स का क्वेश्चन आ गया तो फिजिक्स का क्वेश्चन, है ना, तो ऐसे लाइन से क्वेश्चंस नहीं आते हैं, जो जो बच्चों को याद आता जाता है वी जस्ट नोट इट डाउन एंड वी आर ब्रिंगिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. ओके, चलो लेट्स बिगिन विद दिस क्वेश्चन गाइस. थैंक यू वन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट टेंशन. ठीक है, तो टेनिसन, ओके टेंशन नहीं है, टेनिसन, ऑल राइट, सॉरी. तो चलो अब बिगिन करते हैं इस क्वेश्चन को. देखो देयर आर 12 पॉइंट्स, 12 पॉइंट्स में से 5 पॉइंट्स तो कोलिनियर है बच्चों, तो ये देखो ये 5 पॉइंट्स बना दिए मैंने. अब इनके अलावा है ना 7 पॉइंट्स और बचे हैं बच्चों. आई एम प्लॉटिंग दीज 7 पॉइंट्स एनीवेयर. ओके, 7 पॉइंट्स और बना दिए मैंने, 3 4 5 6 7. लेट्स प्लॉट इट हियर. तो अब ये 7 और 5 टोटल 12 पॉइंट्स हो गए. इनमें से 5 पॉइंट्स कोलिनियर है, नंबर ऑफ ट्राइंगल्स डिटरमाइन करना है. आपको पता है किसी भी 3 पॉइंट का अगर आप सिलेक्शन करते हैं तो आपको ट्राइंगल बन जाता है. लेकिन प्रॉब्लम यह है कि इन 5 में से कोई भी 3 पॉइंट सेलेक्ट किए, इन 5 में से कोई भी 3 पॉइंट सेलेक्ट किए तो स्ट्रेट लाइन बनकर आएगी. लेट्स से अगर मैंने ये 3 पॉइंट सेलेक्ट किए तो आई विल बी ऑब्टेनिंग अ स्ट्रेट लाइन. ट्राइंगल नहीं बनेगा, स्ट्रेट लाइन बनेगी. तो ये 5C3 केसेस को हटा दीजिए, 12C3 में से 5C3 केसेस हटा दीजिए. सो हाउ विल यू सॉल्व इट? 12 फैक्टोरियल ओवर 9 फैक्टोरियल ओवर 3 फैक्टोरियल. दिस इज 5 into 4 into 2, ये तो इजी है. ये 12 into 11 into 10 कर देना बच्चों, अपॉन 6 कर देना. 3 फैक्टोरियल की वैल्यू 6 होती है. अब यहां से बच्चे आंसर आ रहा है 11 2 जा 22, 22 into 10 220, और यहां से आंसर आ रहा है बच्चे 10. तो 220 minus 10 210 हो जाएगा बच्चे. तो 210 is given to us in the option B. Option B will be the final answer. अच्छा, can you please elaborate the distribution of identical objects? Can you? ठीक है, अच्छा ये अलग ही कॉन्सेप्ट पूछना है तुम्हें. तो ऐसा मतलब अगर मान लो आपके पास में ना 5 एप्पल्स हैं, ठीक है, और आपको चूज करना है उन 5 एप्पल में से, ठीक है, तो हाउ मेनी वेज आर देयर टू चूज नन, वन और मेनी, और पांचों के पांचों आइडेंटिकल एप्पल्स हैं. तो सिलेक्शन ऑफ वन, नन और मेनी. तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि आप 0 एप्पल लो, ऐसा हो सकता है 1 एप्पल लो, ऐसा हो सकता है 2 एप्पल लो, ऐसा हो सकता है 3 एप्पल लो, 4 एप्पल लो, 5 एप्पल लो. अगर 5 एप्पल है तो 6 केसेस बन सकते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई द फॉर्मूला कम्स आउट टू बी n+1. आई होप वंश तुम यही पूछना चाह रहे हो. चलो अच्छा, ये आगे हमारे पास और भी क्वेश्चन आएंगे, बट I would request other teacher also to discuss the set of the question guys from the given set of the questions here. ठीक है, I would request the teacher, other teacher to discuss the next set of the questions. अच्छा, इसके अलावा और कोई बच्चों अभी तक जो भी हमने क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करें. अच्छा, मैट्रिक्स एंड डिटर्मिनेंट्स में 3 क्वेश्चंस आए थे. देखो शुभम, शिफ्ट कभी भी है ना कोई भी टफ नहीं होती है बच्चे, है ना. इट डिपेंड्स के आप उस शिफ्ट में स्ट्रैटेजी कैसी अप्लाई करते हो. सो स्ट्रैटेजी रियली मैटर्स अ लॉट. तो आपको स्ट्रैटेजी पे वर्क करना होगा. सर एक बार बशीर सर को बुला देंगे. स्ट्रैटेजी पे आपको वर्क करना होगा, और स्ट्रैटेजी के लिए आपको क्या करना होगा बच्चों, यू हैव टू अटेंड द पेपर्स इन द राउंड्स. बेसिकली सबसे पहले राउंड में आपको वो क्वेश्चन चूज करने हैं जो इजी है, विच आर डूएबल, जो 2 या 3 मिनट में सॉल्व हो जाए आपसे. और फिर आपको थोड़ा सा अच्छे लेवल ऑफ क्वेश्चंस पे जंप करना है. शुरू में आपको ज्यादातर यही कोशिश करना है कि 40% टाइम में हमारा 50% पेपर कंप्लीट हो जाए. आप ध्यान सुनना, ये 40:50 का रूल, 40% टाइम में आप 50% पेपर को कंप्लीट कर जाए, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस को आप पिकअप करेंगे. सो दिस इज द स्ट्रैटेजी दैट यू हैव टू फॉलो. ओके, सो विल हैव विद द सेट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस ऑफ द फिजिक्स नाउ. फिजिक्स के क्वेश्चंस अब आएंगे आपके सामने, एंड देन विल हैव अ डिस्कशन ओवर इट. ठीक है, all right, just a minute guys.
Yes, we are here. We'll start with physics questions. We'll start with the physics questions now. This I think we already solved. We'll start with this one. All right. So first and foremost, nucleus of mass number A, radius R, mass density is rho, mass density of the nucleus. Then which of the following is the correct one? Tell me. Which one is the correct answer? Simple. This is a straight theory based stuff. We know that mass density, yes, it is independent of A. Because it is independent of A, that is why you have the basically the radius proportional A to the power 1 by 3. Because the density is constant. Okay, yes, it is option B. Good, correct. Density doesn't change with A, right? Okay, next, this one. So we'll keep it white only. Convex lens, focal length 30 centimeter, in contact with a concave lens, focal length 20 centimeter. Object is placed on the left side at a distance of 20 centimeter. Then where is the image formed? Okay, where is the image formed? So this is basically a two thin lenses kept in contact, which means you can find the equivalent focal length, right? The equivalent focal length you get by 1 by f is 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. One thing to note, this is a convex lens, this is a concave lens, which means if this focal length is positive, that one is negative. So plug them in. 1 by 30 minus of 1 by 20, because that's a negative focal length. When LCM over here, I will have, this will go with 60, this will go with 2 minus 3, which is minus 1 by 60. This is the focal length. So my actual focal length is minus 60 centimeter for the combination. Minus means at the end it's a diverging lens. Its overall effect is that of a concave lens. Okay, we got the focal length. Now you know the object distance. Object placed to the left at 20 centimeter, meaning my u is minus 20 centimeter. I'm looking for the v, so 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. So 1 by v is 1 by f plus 1 by u. Plug everything in, you have minus 1 by 60 minus of 1 by 20, because this was also plus, I put the negative in there. This goes with 60 LCM, this stays as is, minus 1, this goes with a minus 3, that's minus 4 by 60, which means your V is minus 60 by 4, which is minus 15 centimeter. They are basically asking for the distance, so you don't worry about the negative sign. Your answer, yes, it is option C. Correct, Abhinav? It is option C. Okay? Shall we move to the next question? I hope this is clear, everyone. We'll go for our next question now. This one says there are two charged spheres, radius capital R, 3R. When they touch each other and then separated, the surface charge densities are in the ratio of what? So over here, you can basically solve this question like capacitors, because it's an isolated capacitor. A sphere with a certain radius is an isolated capacitor. And when you have two isolated capacitors, one thing is these are equally charged. These are equally charged, meaning both of them originally have the same charge Q. Okay, both of them have the same charge Q. So think about it. The potential of this will be different, the potential of that will be different, because the same charge Q but having a different radius. So one thing I can use, kind of treat it like a capacitor. We know that the common potential whenever two capacitors are kept in contact is Q1 plus Q2 divided by C1 plus C2. That is the formula for the common potential. Like you brought them in contact, they'll achieve a common potential. Q1 plus Q2 is basically 2Q. And C1 plus C2, you know, capacitance for an isolated conductor is 4 pi epsilon naught R, isolated spherical conductor. So that's basically 4 pi epsilon naught. First one's radius is R, second one's radius is 3R. So take this one out, you have a 4R coming out. So your V comes out Q by 8 pi epsilon naught R. This is the common potential, right? Now both of these spheres have the same potential. So how much charge will each one have? How much charge is each one going to have? Each one will have a charge. Q1 is equal to the capacitor of this one times that common potential V, which is basically 4 pi epsilon naught R times this Q by 8 pi epsilon naught R, which is going to give me a factor of 2, that's Q by 2. Whereas the other one, Q2, the second one with the 3R radius, how much charge does that one have? That would be C2 times that same common potential V, right? The same common potential V. C2 is 4 pi epsilon naught times 3R times the V over here is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R. Take this out. You have, this is 8, my bad. This is 8, so you'll get a factor of 2 out. You'll have 3 by 2 Q. That's expected because Q by 2 plus 3Q by 2 is the total initial charge 2Q. Conservation of charge. ठीक है? Last question में दोनों में से one mirror था. Okay? Then that's very much like the January attempt question. Okay, we'll get more accurate questions as they come in the coming days. We'll do it, right? No issues about that. But chalo, we have this, the charge on the first one, the charge on the second one. I want the ratio of the surface charge densities. So surface charge densities, sigma 1 over sigma 2 is basically Q1 divided by 4 pi epsilon, 4 pi not epsilon naught, there's no epsilon naught, is charge per unit area. So it's charge per unit area, 4 pi r squared, that's sigma 1, divided by sigma 2 is the charge over there is Q2 times 4 pi 3r whole squared. Because the radius for that one is 3r. Take the 4 pi's out. You can take the r squares out also. You have a 3 square. And Q1 by Q2 is basically 1 by 3. One of the 3's cancel out. You just have 3. Yes, it is option C. This was a slightly trickier question. Sigma 1 by sigma 2. Yes, we found sigma 1 by sigma 2. Okay? Chalo, we'll move to the next question now. Given lambda is equal to 2 Newton Coulomb per meter charge density for a wire which is passing through the diagonal of a closed cube of side length root 3 centimeter. You're looking for the total flux through the cube. So this is this charged wire that's passing through it. If I want total flux by Gauss law, I need to find the total charge enclosed inside the cube. How do I get that? This wire is passing and say there's this cube over here. You have the cube like this. I should have drawn it later. 1 second. I'll first draw the cube. I will, oops, did I jumble it up? 1 second. Need to draw a cleaner cube so that you can visualize it. So over here, this is my cube. The wire is basically, you think it passes in from this corner and passes out from the opposite corner, right? So the enclosed charge only refers to the charge that is inside this part of the wire. How much length is that much? That's basically the diagonal length. We know that the diagonal is a root 3 for a cube, side length times root 3. Side length is already given as root 3 centimeters, so root 3 times root 3, it is 3 centimeter. Okay? It is 3 centimeter, that is basically the length. So I can find how much charge is enclosed. That's lambda times the length. Lambda is 2 Newton Coulomb per meter, 2 times 10 to the power 9, sorry, minus 9. Divided, the meter one you forget, you have the 3 centimeters, so times 3 divided by 100 over here because it was given in centimeters. That is my Q enclosed. I want to go for my flux, which is Q enclosed over epsilon naught. Q enclosed is 2 times 10, 2 times 3 times 10 to the power minus 11, because you have 10 to the power minus 9 and divided by 100, 10 to the power minus 11, that's Q enclosed, divided by epsilon naught. Now epsilon, if you put 8.85, unnecessary calculation will spread out. You see, options have pi included inside them. So how do you deal with this? Put a 4 pi in the numerator and the denominator. Benefit of doing that is, if I consider this, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power 9. So I can put that in here. 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 2 times 3 is 6 times 10 to the power minus 11 times 4 pi. 9 into 6 is how much? That's 54 times 4 pi times 10 to the power minus 2 plus 9 minus 11. So 54 times 4 pi is 216 pi times 10 to the power minus 2. That 10 to the power minus 2 will put a decimal here. Your answer is 2.16 pi. If you would have not used this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught trick, it would unnecessarily become a lot of extra calculation, because first you have to calculate with 8.85. Then these options are given in terms of pi. You'd actually have to calculate each option separately to get the answer, unnecessarily complicating it. Okay, clear? I think we have one more physics question, then chemistry or maths sir will be here. Last physics question. After that, we'll again come back, obviously. This one given, two balls are projected with the same speed at different angles. Maximum height of the first one is 8 times maximum height of the second ball. Find the ratio of their times of flight. Now you can over here consider, okay, this one has a speed u1, that one has a speed u2. Same speed, so u, both are u, but theta 1, theta 2 separate. But see, the benefit over here is, since you are dealing with maximum height and the time of flight, both of them just depend on the vertical velocity. So you don't have to take theta 1, theta 2. You know that the maximum height formula, I'm explaining, so I'm expanding it here, you would do it almost mentally, is u square sine square theta over 2g, which is basically uy square over 2g, right? Meaning your maximum height is proportional to, uy squared. Right? Or even more simplifying, uy is proportional to root over of maximum height. You will see how I use this. On the other hand, if you look at the time of flight is 2u sine theta by g. U sine theta is again the vertical velocity uy. So I can write this as 2uy by g. So the time is proportional to just uy. And now see why I put it uy is proportional to root hm, because then I know that my time of flight is proportional to root over of hm. Why is that useful? Because in the first case, the maximum height is 8 times, which means the time of flight would be root over of 8 times. That's it. It would be root over of 8 times. I don't have to go into detailed calculation. Root over of 8 times is 2 root 2. It is option B. Not A, it's option B. Check the correct proportionality. First to the second, they are wanting the ratio of the first case to the second case. In the first case, if the maximum height is 8 times, means first case the maximum height is more, the time of flight will also be more. So it is option B. Got it? Initially surface charge densities were equal. Then you will have to proceed with getting the charges separately, then Q1 plus Q2 accordingly. Okay? I think next we have chemistry question, because I can see these aromatic compounds over here. So chemistry sir will be here. By the way, students, just know that all of these annotated PDFs are available on our Telegram channel. So make sure you join that, because going forward, today is the 8th, going forward from next week, in the coming 1-2 days already. We will be starting with the JEE Advanced Crash Course for free on YouTube, which means every single day there would be an advanced lecture. All of the teachers that teach here, we are all IITians. I'm from IIT Kharagpur, Anshul sir, Mrityunjay sir, they're from IIT Delhi. We have all cracked JEE Advanced, we have helped students crack for so many years, and we'll give all of that for free. You just have to attend every single class, stay subscribed, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on that. I know many students are thinking about advanced, also many students are here who are, the mains did not go as according to plan, you're thinking about a drop. So tomorrow I will bring a session about what you should do if your JEE mains session has not been up to the mark, up to you expect. What are your options now? Should you take a drop or not? We'll talk about all of that tomorrow. Okay? While chemistry, eventually chemistry ma'am comes in. Oh, I think maths would be next. While maths sir comes in, we'll get into that one soon. So please attend tomorrow's session and attend the JEE Advanced. If your marks are coming anywhere, like you're qualifying for advanced, even if you're getting 92 percentile, 93 percentile, if you've qualified for advanced, you think you'll qualify for advanced, please start attending your advanced session. You have less than 2 months available. It's not, I will not say it's too less. It is, you can make a big difference. You can get into an IIT still. So that entire thing starts. Make sure you stay subscribed over here. Okay? The flux one is coming 72. No, I think it should be 2.16 pi. I've solved it here. Check it. Because they are basically telling you about the diagonal, no? They're talking about the diagonal. So in that diagonal, you will anyway have to take a root 3 as the length of that diagonal. Okay? Alright, so maths sir is here to take on the maths questions. Bashir sir.
Hi sir, hi sir.
Hello sir, please
Yeah.
take over.
Yeah, thank you sir. Yeah, dear students. So coming to math part, you see, fine. So sphere question तो physics है, so math देखते हैं. Dear student, this question, it's a definite integration question. Integral -1 to 3/2 pi square x into sin pi x with modulus, and you see here within modulus x is there, one variable, sin pi x function is there. Suppose if I take especially -1 to 1 this f of x function, dear students, so what happens? Especially -1 to 0, let us first discuss, then 0 to 1, then 1 to 3/2. If you discuss, dear students, you mean to say when x is negative, sin pi x value, that is sin minus pi to 0, sin pi x is also negative, negative becomes positive, this function becomes pi square x sin pi x itself. Then dear students, the next one, 0 to 1 x is anyhow positive, sin pi x value will be from 0 to pi, sin positive, and hence this becomes pi square x sin pi x, you can write, and 1 to 3/2 x is positive, but sin pi x from pi to 3/2 sin pi x is negative, so this becomes minus pi square x sin pi x. Okay, so after observing this, you can say this is together these two, integral -1 to 1 pi square x sin pi x you will get, plus you can write minus pi square into integral 1 to 3/2 x sin pi x dx. Now once this step is done, dear students, the problem is almost done, because it is all just integration by parts we can do. This is, and moreover, since it is -1 to 1, if you apply 2a property, that is integral minus a to a property, so you will get minus x into sin pi minus x, this becomes, so this is 2 pi square into, you will get integral 0 to 1 x sin pi x dx, plus of course minus pi square into integral 1 to 3/2 x sin pi x dx. So for easiness, let me show this particular integral Please do remember this step. Now this is 2 pi square into this integral minus pi square into that integral. Now coming to the next part here, so you just take integral 0 to 1 pi, of course, x sine pi x integral by parts. Let me show you. So this is f of x g of x into integral g of x minus cos pi x by pi between the limits 0 to 1 into minus integral 0 to 1, dear students, it is going to be f dash x into sin pi x dx. I mean to say here f dash x into this integral part, that is minus cos pi x by pi, you are going to get. Okay. So you can say this becomes plus cos pi x by pi dx. Now this is going to be, if you put the integration, dear students, if you put 1, this is going to be x is 1, cos pi will become minus 1, so this is 1 by pi, then minus this becomes 0, plus this is 1 by pi, cos pi x integral is sin pi x by pi between the limits 0 to 1, which becomes 0. So 2 pi square, it is going to be 1 by pi. So first integral will become 2 pi square into 1 by pi, 2 pi square into 1 by pi will give you 2 pi, right? The next, similarly, the next one is going to be, second integral is there, the same integral from, you can say 1 to 3 by 2, there if you do, you are going to get pi plus 1, okay? So finally you are going to get 3 pi plus 1 as the answer, okay? The next, dear students, this particular question, you see differential equation, f of x is given as x minus 1, g of x is e power x. Now you want g of f of x function is there here. So what is f of x? F of x will become, you will get x minus, you see f of x is x minus 1 minus 1, which is x minus 2. Now g of f of x will become e power x minus 2. Now the differential equation will become dy by dx is equal to e power minus 2 root x into e power x minus 2 minus y by root x. So this is LDE, dear students, dy by dx plus 1 by root x into y is equal to e power minus 2 root x into e power x minus 2. It is exactly like dy by dx plus p of x into y is equal to q of x. So what is integrating factor? E power integral p dx, which is e power 2 root x. This is going to be the integrating factor. So right. So now the general solution is y into e power 2 root x is equal to integral of e power 2 root x into q of x, you will get e power x minus 2 dx. So you are going to get y into e power 2 root x is equal to e power x minus 2 plus c. This is the constant of integration c. Now y of 0 is 0, means this part will become 0. C value is e power minus 2 minus e power minus 2. So you will get y into e power 2 root x is equal to e power x minus 2 plus c will become minus e power minus 2. Now he wants f of 1, dear students. Put x is 1, you will get y into, this is e square is equal to, this is 1 by e minus 1 by e square, which is e square minus e by e cube into e square e power 5, you are going to get y value. So y of 1 is e minus 1 by e power 4. So e minus 1 by e power 4 is the answer, dear students. So standard differential equations, yeah, this is, yeah, someone is asking 1919 power 1919, right? Before that, sum of the squares of the roots of this particular equation. It's very simple, dear students. This quadratic equation mod x minus 2 value must be, you can say 2 comma 1. Am I correct? See, this is going to be, yeah, minus 2 comma 1. So the quadrat, if you take mod x minus 2 is equal to t, this must be, yeah, but mod x minus 2 cannot be minus 2, so mod x minus 2 must be 1, so x value can be 1 or 3. So sum of the roots will be alpha square plus beta square will become 10 here. Whereas the second one, this is the equation, case 1 when x greater than or equal to 3, this is x square minus 2x, you can say plus 6 plus 1 minus 5 plus 1 equal to 0, x is equal to 1, which will not shoot in this case. So this is not a solution, dear students. Now when x less than 3, in that case this becomes x square plus 2x minus 11 equal to 0. The roots are minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, which is minus 1 plus or minus 1 root 12. That means you can feel one root is like root 12 minus 1, other root is minus root 12 minus 1. What about sum of their squares? Alpha square plus beta square, here you will get 2 into a square plus b square, which is 26. 26, this sum of the squares of the root, that sum of the roots is 10. So altogether 26 plus 10, which is 36. 36 is the answer, dear students. Simple question, it is basic algebra question. Next, the area bounded by the region is, you see, this is like one equation is, so y square you will get is minus 9x equal to 0 kind of, other one is y is equal to 3x minus 6. You can apply a shortcut here, dear students. You can say x is equal to y square by 9, x is equal to y plus 6 by 3, that means y by 3 plus 2. Okay. So you subtract the quadratic equation, you are going to get is y square by 9 minus y by 3 minus 2. You just apply delta, discriminant delta is equal to b square minus 4a, c is minus 2, which is 1 by 9 plus 8 by 9, which is 1. So what is the shortcut to find area, dear students? Delta power 3 by 2 by 6a square, which is, so 1 by 6 into a square will become 1 by 81, which is 81 by 6 is the area, which is 327 by 2. This is going to be the area. So he wants 6a. So 6a in the sense you can write 27 by 2 into 6, which is so 81, or else here you can write 81 by 6, 6a will become 81 here itself. Okay. So it's a standard question because the graphs you can find in a parabola and line enclosed the one. The product of the last two digits in 19, 19 power 19. Okay. Yeah. So you product of last two digits, can you put it like 9 plus 190? Of course, this is 1910, 1919, right? 1910 power 19 is there. You just do binomial theorem expansion, 19c0 into 9 to the power of 19 into 9 this power 0 plus 19c1 into 9 to the power of 18 into 1910 power 1. The next all the terms you are going to get square, cube, the last two digits are multiples of 100. So you no need to all, you can write 100k you can write, because 1910 whole square will end with 2 zeros, cube and all. So you need to observe the last two digits here. Here, dear students, 19 power 19 you need to observe here. You see, dear students, yeah, you mean to observe here 19 power 19 last two digits. So not product, it's fractional part. What is the exact question? Fractional part, what is the exact question? Here we didn't get, so yeah, yes, yeah. So this is, you can write here, this is 1, this is 9, you can write 1 minus, you can write 10 minus 1 whole power 19. This is, yeah, here interest, suppose this is the question, this is 19 into 9 power 18 into 191 into 10. So here anyhow last digit is 0. If you know the last but one digit, it is enough. Here last but one digit in the sense, here you see, here last digit is 9. Here last digit is 9 power 1 will end with 9, 9 square 81. Even is there 1 and here 1. This is 9. In this product last digit is 9 and multiplied by 0, you will get 90 as the last two digits here. Okay. If this is 90, what about this? You can also write it as, so 1 minus 10 whole power, 18 into, you can write 9, no problem. So, this is going to be 1 minus or 10 minus 1 whole power 19, you can write. This you can write. So, you can try to write all the terms, last 19C18 into 10 to the power of 1, you can write, before that all are multiples of this, into this, and minus 19C19, and this is 1, this is going to be. So, this is 19 into 10, 190. This is all multiple of 100, you can see, and this is going to be 19C1 minus 19C0, 19C1. For odd suffixes, you will get minus 1. So, 1, 2 and so on. This is 19 into 10, 190 minus 1. So, here 190 minus 1 means 189. Here last two digits are 89, their last two digits are 90. So, you will get 9 and going to be 179. So, 79 are going to be the last two digits, dear students. Okay. So, you can say 7 into 9, 63 will be the answer. Once again, let me repeat. So, in this, if this is the question, this is the memory based, there are, so some students are saying the fractional part, some students are saying power 1919. If this is the question, dear students, you just separate 19, you consider this. So, here this is all multiples of 100, here anyhow 110 is there, in this you have to take the last but one digit, and here you can write 10 minus 1 power 19, you can write. So, in this expansion, this is all multiple of k, you can go. Okay. Now, fractional part of what? Okay. We will see, dear students. The next, this question you see, another integration question. F of x is a positive function. Here you see I1 is given as integral minus 1 by 2 to 1, 2x into f of 2x into 1 minus 2x dx. Whereas I2 you see, say minus 1 to 2 f of x into 1 minus x dx. Here you just take 2x is equal to some t, so that this becomes, when minus 1 by 2, this is minus 1, 1 means 2, this is t into f of t into 1 minus t, and 2 dx, no, dt by 2 you will get. So, you just write half integral minus 1 to 2 t into f of t into 1 minus t dt. Now, to write I2, here only this t is the problem. So, if you replace x by a plus b minus x, 1 minus t into t, you are going to get this. You can apply removal of x property or King's formula repeatedly. So, a plus b by 2 you will become 1 more 1 by 2 integral minus 1 to 2 into f of t into 1 minus t dt, which is I2. So, you can say I1 is equal to 1 by 4 into I2. Now, he is asking I2 by I1 will become 4. 4 is the answer for this question, 4. Okay. So, in this way you can do, dear students. Next, we may get few more questions. Until then, what I mean to say, dear students, the questions that we got so far in math are very, we can say slightly easier, but it maintained its level, its standard it maintained. Some questions are lengthy, not that easy to get idea within the time. You can say almost, dear students, the question level paper of this particular session is almost like earlier sessions. We can say in this particular session, especially complete, if you see season 2, if you take April session, all the papers they have maintained the level, all more or less. There is no paper which is quite very difficult, very easy. Almost in all the papers we got in the same way, dear students. Okay, right? And And any questions from your side? Those who have attempted the paper, any questions you want to ask, dear students? And we are going to give the complete analysis of all the 9 papers of JEE Main very soon, so that we will discuss the questions. Okay? And chemistry sir, Sarfraz sir, Dr. Sarfraz sir has come for you to explain the questions related to chemistry. Be ready, right? Hi sir, welcome sir.
Hello Bashir sir, thank you.
Sir. Hi sir.
So how is your max going on, sir?
It's very well sir. Just
I heard
earlier-
max was little bit lengthy, they were saying students.
As usual sir. As usual in every paper almost. math
Actually, actually telling max is lengthy, tough is waste of time according to me. Because however max answer will never come in one step or two steps according to me.
Yeah.
It will take few steps.
Definitely.
Or maybe more than few also sometimes.
Yes, sir.
And calculations are involved where sometimes even some decimal calculations will take time. Like suppose if I say 2.3 divided by 0.186, it's difficult even for anyone to solve immediately.
Correct,
So these
sir.
type of calculations will take time
So-
and students call it lengthy.
Not
Okay?
only calculations, sir. You see, there is a synthesis of 2-3 concepts. So a bit non-routine models and all. Getting idea within the time is also a bit difficult sometimes. Yes,
Sure, sir. Okay, I'll continue.
Yes, sir. Fine,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you very
sir.
much.
Fine. Okay.
Okay, students, let's continue with the chemistry questions. Okay. Right. I will tell you expected marks versus percentile. I will tell it to all of you all. Okay. So now all of you all, in this question, if you see, if you take this compound and treat with alcoholic KOH, so alcoholic KOH function is, it will carry out elimination. So here let us say H here and let us say Br here, HBr is gone and this is Br here. Got it? Some students tell that both the bromines will go wrong, because that work can be done only by sodamide, because sodamide is a stronger base than alcoholic KOH. Hence, a proton from here will be lost, correct, and bromine is gone. And here you are going to get a triple bond. Right? Everybody can see I have got a triple bond. And this is actually water is there here. This is mercuration, oxymercuration, okay, reaction, addition of water in presence of mercurous ion, where water is added in simple terms according to Markovnikov rule, but here there is no competition, hence you are going to get here OH and here H, addition. Now you have to do tautomerism. Tautomerism is involved, and once tautomerism is over, then you are going to get a ketone. And once if you do zinc amalgam in HCl, everybody know it carries out reduction and you are going to get the corresponding product. Is it clear? This is H2O, actually is writing mistake. Okay, right dear students? Everybody, I think many of them have done this correct. Okay, anybody have done wrong? I am very sorry, Aditya have done it wrong. Sorry for it. Let's continue further. 20 ml of NaI. This question came in numerical or what, I don't know, mostly numerical. So 20 ml of NaI, okay, sodium iodide, correct, reacts with silver nitrate, AgNO3, gives AgI plus obviously here you will get NaNO3. And everybody can see this question is very easy because the stoichiometric coefficient will go in 1:1:1:1:1. Everything is going in 1:1:1 ratio only, right? So what is it saying? 20 ml of NaI reacts with excess of AgI. So here moles of AgI will be equal to same. So therefore, so molarity is equal to N/V, correct? And here you can see how much is AgI formed. 4.74 grams of AgI is formed. That means number of moles is equal to weight by gram molecular weight, correct? So number of moles of this is equal to weight is 4.74 divided by gram molecular weight of silver is how much? Silver is silver iodide 235 it will be. If you solve, approximately you will get 0.02 moles will come. So if silver iodide is 0.02 moles, then everybody can commonly tell that even AGI will be same 0.2 moles only, because the ratio is going in 1:1:1 ratio only, correct? Hence here also 0.2 moles is reacting, hence 0.02 moles of this will be equal to, one second, yeah, okay, divided by volume is 20 divided by 1000. So this is number of moles and this is volume in liter. So molarity is equal to this one. So if you solve, you are going to get the answer. So I think answer will be 1. Is it clear, dear students? Right? Right. So answer will be 1 for it. 1 molar. I think this question came in numerical or it came in multiple, I don't know. This was the answer. Okay, right. Moving ahead. The correct sequence of conversion of this. So see, dear students, okay, so if you try to do bromination, if you take ethyl benzene, okay, and if you do bromination in presence of Lewis acid like AlCl3, FeCl3, etc., then you are going to get para product due to steric course. And now if you treat with chlorine in presence of high temperature, right, then what is going to happen? You are going to get chlorine at this position, benzylic position you will get chlorine. Now if you treat with alcoholic KOH will carry out elimination, and hence you are going to get this product which is already mentioned in the question. So no need to tell you what product or what is the answer for it. Is it clear, everyone? Right? Now moving ahead to our next question. The decreasing order of, very easy question, this is very simple question, very normal and very simple question it is. Decreasing order of spring magnetic moment only. So we know that mu is equal to under root of n into n plus 2 Bohr's magneton unit, correct, where n is number of unpaired electrons. So everybody know that chromium is actually 3d5 4s1, correct. So therefore chromium plus 2, you can see chromium plus 2 plus 3 is there. So chromium plus 2 will be 3d4, no, it will be 3d4 4s0. So number of unpaired electrons are 4 here. If I talk with chromium plus 3, then this will be 3d3 4s0, okay, 4s0 it will be, right. So number of unpaired electrons here will be 3, right. Now if you come to copper, so everybody can see copper is what, 3d10 4s1, right. So copper plus 1 will be 3d10, number of unpaired electrons 0, and copper plus 2, it is 3d9, number of unpaired electron is 1, correct, dear students. So now if you see this order, so highest is having by chromium plus 2, so second highest is chromium plus 3, no doubt, then is copper plus 2, then is copper plus 1. Got it, everyone? Got it? Is it clear? Right. Now this is question which has appeared from a very famous concept in chemistry, which very commonly comes aldol condensation reaction. Very easy question appeared in your examination, aldol condensation reaction. Now this question, all of you all, I can write in this manner. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So everybody can see this is alpha, which will form negative and will attack on this position, and this bond shifts here, correct. Hence as a result, you are going to get this compound. Check it everyone. Aldol. So this is alpha, this is beta position. Now alpha will give hydrogen and beta will give OH. Hence water loss will happen and you are going to get this compound, right? And if you want to give IUPAC of this, how to give it, right? So here you can see. So this is 1, this is 2. So at first position, okay, so here this is considered, obviously the ring is considered parent, so here the answer is option 2 will be your answer, right everyone? Question galat hai. I don't know the correct question. Biswajit, Abhinav, I don't know the question. If you remember the question, please why don't you type it and send the question so that I will correct the question. Okay, no problem. Right, no issue. Please type it, Abhinav, I am waiting for you. Next, nucleophile. Nucleophile is nothing but who is electron rich. So it donates electron, option 4, right? Next, electrophile. Electrophile is positive species which accepts electron, option 3. Next, carbocation. Carbocation is planar. 120 degrees hybridization, and this is option 2. D, carbanion. Carbanion, it has this type of geometry, hence option will be 1. Is it clear everyone? Very, very easy question. ऑप्शंस सर, ऑप्शंस में डायग्राम थे, IUPAC नहीं था. ओके ठीक है, चलो कोई बात नहीं. अगर डायग्राम्स थे तो ये डायग्राम टिक करना है आप लोग को. So some student is saying that options is wrong. So this is the correct answer which you have to take it. Okay, good. Now this one, dilute K1O4. Dilute K1O4 is used to do unsaturation test. Dilute K1O4 is nothing but Bayer's test, which is used to detect alkenes and alkenes. Option B, ferric chloride test is used for phenols. Ferric chloride test is for phenols. And next, option C. Option C liberates. So we know that carboxylic acids liberates. Okay. And option D is for alcohols, second one, right? So if you want, I can give you explanation. This is double bond alkene, which will become alcohol, OH group. And this is ferric chloride. So we know that phenols will react with FeCl3 and you will get Fe, PHO taken 3 times, violet color. Option C, carboxylic acids react with bicarbonates, okay, and liberates carbon dioxide. Option D, cerium ammonium nitrate, it will form complex with it, right. So option A1, B3, C4, D2, option is third one, right. Okay, this is the last question of physics after of chemistry. Next physics sir will come. So anybody know the answer of this beforehand? Anybody know the answer of this beforehand? Anybody knows the answer of this beforehand? No. Okay, I'll show you. So what is he saying? An aqueous solution of 0.5 molar, 0.1 molar. So molarity is 0.1. Okay, very nice. Of HA. Okay. So H plus A minus. Shows a depression in freezing point. So delta TF is equal to 0.2 degrees Celsius. Depression in any given condition, let it be Celsius or Kelvin, it will be same. Okay, right. Next, Kf. So Kf is equal to 1.86 Kelvin kg mole inverse. Okay, and assuming molarity is equal to molarity, find the dissociation constant of Hi. Okay, very good. So how to do this problem? So this problem, first what you have to do, that HA will break down into H plus and A minus, right? Then let the initial concentration at time t is equal to 0, concentration of this is C, this has no concentration. Then at equilibrium, when equilibrium is attained, then from C alpha is lost, this is C alpha forms and this is C alpha forms, right? And Van 't Hoff factor I for this will be, this is C minus C alpha plus C alpha plus C alpha divided by concentration C, right? Got it? Now if you, so here you will get I is equal to 1 plus alpha you will get. Got it? I is equal to 1 plus alpha you are going to get. Now delta TF is equal to KF into M into I, correct? So delta TF is 0.2, KF is how much? 1.86, M is 0.1 and I is there. So from here you have to find I is equal to 0.2 divided by 1.86 into 0.1, correct? So once you know I, right, and if you keep this I here, you will get alpha. You will get the answer. Is it clear, everyone? Got it? Okay. Okay. What is the option? You leave it off. You leave the options. You solve it, you solve this one, you will get the answer. You leave the options. Okay, so now our physics faculty is coming. Yeah, physics question started. So physics faculty is coming, right? Is it clear? So all the students, please remember that questions in this particular session, January session, last question was very tough. Sorry, last paper was standard, nice standard it was. Ending session of April was, January was standard. But this ending session I found, chemistry point I am talking, I am not talking about physics and mathematics, are a bit comfortable and easy. Chemistry came, last session is happy and normal it is, okay. So I welcome Anirudh sir, please join the class.
Thank you,
Hello,
sir.
Please.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you sir.
Chalo, we'll move to the physics section. We still have a few physics questions. We'll finish that off with it. So chalo, let's move into the first question here. It says a concavo-convex lens of refractive index 1.5, radii of curvature of its surfaces are 30 centimeter and 20 centimeter respectively. The concave surface is upwards and is filled with a liquid of refractive index 1.3. Then the focal length of the liquid glass combination is what? First and foremost, it's a concavo-convex, meaning the overall effect is that of a convex lens. If the overall effect is of a convex lens, you know the 20 centimeter is for the convex. The lesser focal length is for the stronger effect. Convex is the stronger effect, that's why it's concavo-convex. I've said before, whatever is the second term, that's the dominant effect, right? So this entire setup looks something like this. This is my concavo-convex lens. This side has a radius of curvature of, let's call it R1, that's 20 centimeter. And this side has a radius of curvature of 30 centimeter. Now it is said that it is filled with a liquid of refractive index 1.3. So over here, I filled with a liquid of refractive index 1.3. Now look closely. Now it is essentially this lens, this liquid is acting like a lens. It is acting like a plano-convex lens. So it's a plano-convex lens and a concavo-convex lens attached together. So these are thin lenses in contact. I just need to find what is the focal length of this concavo-convex, what is the focal length of this convex, plano-convex, and then 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. Okay, that's it. So let's find one by one. First, let's call this lens 1, let's call this lens 2. So focal length for lens 1 is equal to refractive index of the material of the lens is 1.5 minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2, that's 1 by 20 minus 1 by 30. I do over here a subtraction because effectively both the radii are in the same direction. So I'll put 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Okay. So what do I get here? I get 1.5 minus 1 is 0.5. 1 by 20 minus 1 by 30, if you do, you'll get 3 minus 2 by 60, which will be 1 by 60. That's basically 1 by 120. That is 1 by f1. What about 1 by f2? That's the plano-convex lens. For the plano-convex lens, it's just going to be refractive index of the liquid is 1.3. So 1.3 minus 1 times 1 by the radius of curvature of the plano-convex lens is 30 centimeter. Minus the other one is plane, which means it has a radius of infinity. So that part becomes 0. You don't think about it. Here what do I get? 0.3 times 1 by 30. Take it out, make it a 300. Take it out, give it 100. So I have 1 by f1 is 120, 1 by f2 is 1 by 100. So my 1 by the equivalent f is 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2, that's 1 by 120 plus 1 by 100. LCM goes at 600. This with a factor of 5, this with a factor of 6, that's 11 by 600. 11 by 600 is 1 by f, so the focal length is 600 by 11. This is option C. It's option B. Okay. Advanced, I'll bring a session. In the coming days, I will bring a session about how you should plan your advanced preparation for these 2 months. And then from next Monday onwards, our regular advanced classes will start on the channel. Okay. Chalo, let's move to the next question. 3 meter long wire, radius 3 millimeter, shows an extension of 0.1 millimeter when loaded vertically by a mass of 50 kg in an experiment to determine the Young's modulus. Value of the Young's modulus of the wire as per this experiment is how much? Okay. So over here, Young's modulus is basically force by area into the elongation times the original length, right? So force is what? I'll just plug in the values. Force is what? 50 kg, so that's 500 Newton. What is the original length? 3 meters. Divided by the area is pi r square. Radius is how much? It is 3 millimeter. That's going to be a factor of 9 here. And you have delta L. Delta L is 0.1 millimeter. So I'll basically put here 10 to the power minus 4, and the 9 millimeter will give another factor of 10 to the power minus 6. Right? Yeah, it will give 10 to the power minus 6. This comes because of this 3 millimeter square. So 10 to the power minus 3 square. And this is 0.1 millimeter, 10 to the power minus 3. And the 0.1 is another 10 to the power minus 1. So what do we get effectively? Take this out. You have a 3. That's 500 by 3 pi times 10 to the power 10 up top. This is basically 10. 3 pi is basically 10, which means if I cancel it out, I get a 50. That's 5 times 10 to the power 11. The answer is 5. I had to give it in terms of 10 to the power 11. Okay. It's option A, it's 5. Yes, correct Kushagra, correct Vedant. Chalo, we move to our next question. Amplitude of a phase of wave that is formed by superposition of 2 harmonic traveling waves are 4 sine of kx minus omega t, and y2 is 2 sine of kx minus omega t plus 2 pi by 3. You want the amplitude and the phase. So this we have seen how to effectively get equivalent amplitude, equivalent phase by the phasor method, which means you essentially start treating the first one like a vector of magnitude 4 and angle with the x-axis as 0 degree, whereas the second one is a vector of magnitude 2 and the angle with the x-axis is 2 pi by 3. So what is the resultant? Resultant is 4 squared plus 2 squared plus 2 times 4 times 2 times cos of the phase difference between them is 2 pi by 3. I get a 16 plus 4 plus cos 2 pi by 3 is minus half. So one of the 2's it will cancel. I'll get minus 4 times 2, 8. That's root 12. That is 2 root 3. That is the magnitude. Okay. On the other side, we have the phase. What is the formula for phase? tan of phi is equal to b sine theta by a plus b cos theta. Again, vector. So b is this 2 sine of phi, that's 2 pi by 3, divided by a plus b cos theta. A was 4 plus b cos of 2 pi by 3. Sine 2 pi by 3 is root 3 by 2, divided by 4 plus cos 2 pi by 3 is minus half, 2 times of minus half. This cancels, your 4 minus 1, 3, 2 cancels, you have a root 3, and here 4 minus 1 gives you a 3, you get 1 by root 3. Tan phi is 1 by root 3, meaning phi is basically pi by 6. It is option B. Okay? Next one, we'll move on. Oh, that's the end. That was the last question we have got. By the way, students, all of these questions will be available on our Telegram channel. And with this, we finish the paper discussion of JEE Mains April attempt 2025. We have covered all the shifts, all the papers, January attempt, April attempt, both. Going forward, you still have the advanced, and we will do the same thing for advanced, but we will also prepare you for advanced on this YouTube channel. So make sure you're subscribed. There will be regular classes starting from the Monday on. And if you're also preparing for alternative competitive exams like VIT or WBJE, we'll also be helping out with that. We'll be having sessions on that, how to crack, what tips and tricks you have, few practice sessions, all of that you will get. All you need to do is to stay subscribed, stay notified, keep attending the live classes. Okay? So we'll keep it till here, students. Thank you all so much for tuning us, for joining Infinity Learn JEE and trusting us with the paper solution, with your preparation. Thank you once again for tuning in for this session. I'll catch you all again in the next one.